early this man park, early. Anyway, Shalom. First and foremost, would like to give our praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Akakadash. Double honors to the apostles and to the elders of greatness, stone, peace, and salutations to the elect. You know, we're the Hebrew Israelites again, out here another Saturday, you know, to preach of the kingdom of heaven, which was promised aforetime to our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and, you know, to the 12 patriarchs and their seeds, you know, about this promise that was made unto our people, and how that through much tribulation we will, you know, inherit, you know, the kingdom, because we have gotten victory over the beast, over his image, over his mark, through our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai, who had become a curse by being hanged on a tree, you know, to bring us back to our God Yahweh, whom the world ignorantly called Jehovah, you know. And as I mentioned of the name of the Lord, of the Lord Yahweh, you know, our Lord's name is Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Now, I want to start off, you know, today's prophesying, you know, dead on the MOTV, because that's where we are right now in prophecy. We are right where the system that should, what should I say, propel, yeah, the technology that would have this system on the forefront is being highlighted, you know, and we are closer, so much closer than when we believe, as the scripture said, because right now the buzzword now is CBDCs, you know, cashless society, and brothers can even go and look up, what you call it, these words on Google and see if you can find any article on it where CBDCs are concerned, where a cashless society is concerned, 15-minute cities are concerned, anything. And also we want to speak about food shortages, because that's another thing right now, very, very important to speak about, because through the lack of bread, a lot of people is going to receive the mark, you understand? Which is the C hip, and you're not supposed to do that, because if you do that, then you're going to be in trouble with your God, man. So we can start off by reading Revelation 13 verse 15 on down. Let's get straight to the point, because, you know, this is the time we're living in, man. And you're not, and the mass majority won't see it because they're asleep, you know? They're asleep, yeah? Yeah, go ahead.
See, it's Revelation 13, so start verse 15.
Yeah.
Verse 15. So, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast shall both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right, so the image is, and we've been saying this times upon times again, it's not the drawing or the painting of the white Christ, you know. The image is a system. Like, for example, it says, cause as would many as would not worship the image of the beast should both kill. In the Big C, there were certain restrictions imposed on every country that everybody had to follow. And if it be, you didn't follow them, then you would be penalized for it. We see where in like certain Hindu countries, they continue to go to their mosque to worship their deity. And guess what happened? You know, the police running and beat them. You understand? Them have to run out like them hear news. Because that's what the beast, which is the ruling power, because a lot of people want to speak about the mark, but don't know what the beast is. The beast, yeah, is NATO and the EU, the European Union, NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. That basically is a powerhouse that governs this world. All these policies that's been bring forth to you people, yeah, whether through sensitization, whether through gradualization, these are policies that were held in a meeting, just like what's happened in Davos, you know, where the elites basically planned how and what direction you're supposed to be going. As Kennedy, I think we put it in the group. Kennedy have a quote. Let me just get the quote. Here is it. Oh shit. Where is it? Let me just bear me a second. See there? It's Abraham Lincoln, my bad. Abraham Lincoln have a quote. He says, the best way to predict the future is to create it. You understand? They are saying the best way to predict the future is to create it. And basically, that's them lifting up themselves as if they are the Most High, you know, in saying that this is going to happen, that is going to happen, and now they're doing it. You understand? And that's a pride of the devil. And now they have reached to the point now where they think that yes, the mass majority, you know, of whomsoever, well, everybody, not the mass majority, everybody that's supposed to be here is supposed to be chipped. Yeah? That's where we are right now in prophecies. And for that to take place, you're going to see a whole lot of societal collapsement, failures in the markets, failure in social order, yeah, failures in banks, you know, you're going to see failures on all sectors of society. That's where we are. The food crisis is getting worse every day. You have shortages in the stores in America. You have in America right now, and it's soon trickle down everywhere else where you have you cannot buy certain amount of goods. You have to buy like this amount because you're not eligible to buy in too much because it's gonna run out, because there's a supply chain issue which was created. You understand? So going back, all of that I've just mentioned goes back to the image of the beast being speaking. You understand? Go ahead.
Right. So it's back in verse 15 it said, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Right? And he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand and in their forehead.
Right, so that's not Christianity, that's not John 3:16, that's not sin, that's the chip. Yeah, that's the microchip. That implantable device that as I say, a lot of people gonna line up and take that because of the lack of bread. A lot of people gonna be out here fighting to be up front in the line to receive that because of societal failure. You understand? Now everything in society, like literally everything in society, what would you say that cause society to function, we are now seeing that they are pointing out all the negative aspects of it. They're showing the negative aspects of having a motor car. They're showing the negative aspects of having privacy. They're showing the negative access of having physical cash. They're showing the negative access of going to the banks. Yeah? They're showing the negative access when you own things, you know. Hence, you're supposed to be happy in owning nothing. They're pointing out to you all the negatives, conjuring up the so-called positives, and feeding it to you people, that you people would come along and work with the agenda. Albeit the mass majority is going to do that because they have been deceived, or they will be deceived by the devil, that old devil, which is that old serpent, which is a devil, and Satan, the so-called white man, yeah, and their philosophies, man, which are known as the biblical Edomites, according to the scriptures. Yeah? And that's where we are in prophecies. Go ahead.
So, verse 16 again, he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their forehead, that no man might buy or sell, save he that hath the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
So to be a functioning member of society, very soon they're gonna tell you that you must have your chip. Now, Yeah, you're supposed to be tagged, exactly. Now, like where we are here in Jamaica, don't be surprised that 2023, because we're living in a time now where things that you would have said is taboo or that's not possible or shit just gonna happen. And if it be that you are sleeping, it's gonna catch you off guard. Our conspiracy, exactly. No, we live in 2023. Don't be surprised if you hear that to go to the bank, to go to the supermarkets, you have to have your NIDS out here in Jamaica. Your new ID card, your new ID system. Yeah, don't be surprised. Because that system, yeah, was for the bringing in of the infrastructure to house the mark. Very, very important, and we've been prophesying of this from 2011, which is like 12 years now. Yeah, about the new ID system. Very, very important. Yeah, and the other day we see where Brown Dog, aka Andrew and Holiness, or Conjo and Holiness, your Prime Minister, came up with his plastic saying he has his NIDS.
Just like I come out with something to say, we'll take him first.
Yeah, exactly, you know? His first job, yeah, exactly. See, basically, I'll show you that him have it. So in his mind, he's leading by example. So that means you people should go on and follow. Then you're gonna have people that's gonna say, I the new system, we not see that do me no harm. You have to have an ID. So them just gonna do it without no form of research, no form of what you call it, independence, independent thought to say, why is it that we have to change from this to that when this ID already is working? You know?
The convenience.
And the convenience, and we'll speak about the convenience, and they're going to speak about the old system, because that's what they're doing now. They're basically tearing down the old system and further introducing the new system under a good light, showing all the negative light of the bad of the old system, that it is bad. You understand? And as I said before, this is going to catch a lot of people like a thief in the night. And look how spirit work. When I just came here, there was more people, and as soon as prophesying start, everybody just...
Yeah, go ahead. This is Ecclesiastes 9 and verse 12. For man also know it not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in a snare, so are the sons of man snared in an evil time.
Hey,
Suddenly upon them.
Exactly, the son of man, you people, is snared in an evil time. This is a very, very evil time. Very evil time. 2022 was where this young man basically slew a mother and her 3 kids. And the whole Jamaica go on the, what should I say, on the mourning. Because it was stupid. Yeah, it was stupid. And, the little kids, whatever, but it's the judgment of the Lord. You know, what should I say, the reason, the reason why, how much? The reason why the young man did that was because she talked to him that she don't want him to be in her grocery store selling anything. So he thought that to be disrespectful and basically slit their throats, man, which is BS, man. But nevertheless, I say that to say this, that act that was done there is just the warming up of what's to come. What's to come is going to make that look like a walk in the park. And a lot of people, for security and comfort, they're going to want to go to the state for help. And there are measures that the state going to bring forth to the people, saying, you have to follow this. Yeah, shalom. You have to follow this to be protected by the state, which goes back to the same mark that we are breaking down. You understand? The mark supposed to be, in their eyes, the mark supposed to be your salvation. The mark supposed to be the tag to be exempt from their judgment. You understand? Likewise, the Heavenly Father speak about a mark to exempt from his judgment, which is the word being sealed right here in the mind. So it's two different marks. You have a physical mark and you have a spiritual mark. And we believe in the spiritual mark, not the physical mark. We have a
Isaiah 36 verse 6. It says, "Lo, don't trust us in the staff of this broken reed, and Egypt will run if a man lean, it will go into his hand."
And that's what we're breaking down. Trust in the staff of Egypt, the broken reed of Egypt. And a lot of people gonna lean and it's gonna pierce their hand, man. Because that mark, the charagma, you know, that's the physical mark. The C hip. And it's gonna go into a lot of people's hands. Some people when you wouldn't even think. You have men on the internet speaking about it, and yet still they're gonna take it because they have not the fear, they have not the faith, and they wasn't blessed, you know, to hold out during the time of the hour of temptations. Even Israelite camps, when the elder apostles said that we're supposed to do a video on what is the hour of temptation, we see where men scoffed at it, laugh at it, speaking what is the hour of temptation, whatever. Which when you really go into Yahushai's prayer, you know, Yahushai basically was praying for his disciples, you know, or telling his disciples to pray for this time really. When you get into the depth of it, saying, you know, lead me not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. When you really sit back and look into the prayer is really for now. Because now more than ever, we need that. You know, give us this day our daily bread. We see food shortage is coming. So we're asking the Lord, look, you know, for us to go by, Baba Kwasha, give us the necessary, give us the necessary nutrients that would cause us to go another day to keep the ministry going. You know, that's where the thing is here. Shalom. Yeah? Saying, go ahead.
Hey, just adding to the point of the mark that I bring up earlier. The word charagma. Yeah. You have many other words that could be used even in the Greek. You know what I mean? That basically represent mark, man. You know what I mean? So why is it that charagma is the word of choice that is used in Revelation, man? You have other mark, like a mark them that you have other mark that translated from the Greek, Scorpio, you know?
That means to look.
Yeah.
It means to
so
look.
You have other mark, man. Yeah, so why is it that charagma was used in the text there, Revelation, man?
Because charagma is a physical action.
You know? And the thing is, charagma, back in that time, there was a type of charagma then. The Romans used to brand their slaves, man.
The Egyptians did it also.
Yeah, so that's the reason why the word was used. You know, because the word was familiar in that time, dealing with a physical brand, man.
Yeah, there was the word mark.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what it was dealing with, a physical brand. So the prophet, you know, speak of that mark, you know what I mean, which is a physical brand or a physical tagging, because that's what they are going on earlier on, man. Hey, look, man, it's a tag.
Yep.
You know, going back to even slavery in our time. Yeah, the past 400 years, what the slave master did was to brand their slaves, man.
Oh, and even so, and in this, they're still branding you, but not on the skin, and means and ways of like a birth certificate.
Yeah, as I was saying, it's actually an ID, man. And the thing is, funnily, because the new identification system, going into that digital identification system, you know, going to consolidate with the CBDC monetary system, and all of it come together, you know what I mean, as that perfect brand, man. Yeah, that perfect brand, man. Because believe it or not, the digital ID is being rolled out worldwide,
everywhere and in every place.
You know what I mean?
Hence the article we got through the other night say, whether countries are ready, yes or no, they are about to get it done.
Gone.
You know?
Not a reverse.
You're a reverse, my general? Alright, yeah man, respect. Yeah?
Go on.
The article, come here.
This is from FinTech. It says WEF Great Reset could fail if crypto remains unregulated. It says
So they're basically clapping against crypto as well. You know, I said this to someone about 2 years ago that Bitcoin is gonna fail, and they was giving me all the fluff and puff that Bitcoin cannot fail because they don't know how it complies and what No, the people that have the power to create currencies today are the elites. When Richard Curry and the Central Bank of the cockpit country, you know, said that they were going to create a new currency called the Lumine, and it's worth how much in whatsoever dollar based off of the power of the sun. You know, there's so much energy from the sun. The BOJ came and said, "Oh, we don't recognize that as no money," and yet still, fast forward to 2023, I've yet to see anyone out there spending any Lumine, because that ain't deemed as currency. So I said that to say this: without the elites saying that Bitcoin is a currency, Bitcoin is no currency. And Bitcoin, you know, basically got instilled for a lot of purposes. One, to destabilize America, you know, to help fight against the US dollar, to get you people hooked on a credit system, you know, and also to get to fail it. Well, a lot of people go bankrupt same way. So cryptos, and not just Bitcoin, cryptos in general, is about to be thrown out the window. Just as how cash is about to be thrown out the window, cryptos are about to be thrown out the window. You understand? Go ahead again.
So the WEF Great Reset agenda will be under threat and could spectacularly fail if cryptocurrency markets are not reined in through government-regulated framework 1903 of the Developer Group. It's a WEF.
Which basically, what this article is saying here, this is contrary to the whole idea of what Bitcoin really and all the other cryptocurrencies them actually represent. You know, it's a decentralized system. You know what I mean? That's the reason why it's widely adopted. You know, because it's decentralized. No, they are saying that they're gonna regulate it, which basically it's gonna become centralized. So it's totally opposite. So the reason why people was going for it in the first place is because it is decentralized. But now they're about to make it centralized, so you don't know that it'll go. You know what I mean?
The people have a problem there. You know? All right.
Jump down. This is U.S. crypto regulation to play a major role in the Great Reset strategy. So this means that regulated applied in the U.S. will likely have the greatest impact on the success of the Great Reset strategy. Homogenize the global financial markets as a part of its wider plan to create a one-world order.
To create a what?
One-world order.
And that's the image of the beast being speak there. Go ahead.
As set out by the WEF's public Great Reset plan. So as we enter a unique window of opportunity to shape the recovery, this initiative will offer insights to help inform all those determine the future of state global relations, the direction of national economies, priorities of societies, nature of business models, and the management of global commerce.
Yeah, so in other words, everything's supposed to be regulated. See, and when we started out, we speak about basically demonizing everything that this current order have and introducing to you another one. And the first element mention of you know, privacy. A problem in having privacy. You know, we're basically everything that you do, every transaction, everything's supposed to be in the open. You understand? Yeah? Everything's supposed to be in the open. There's no privacy anymore. You know, there's no your thing. You know, it's about the state. It's about a connecting web, so to speak, where everything, you know, is regulated, everything is being dated, you know, collecting data upon everything. That's the time that you're living in, man. See?
So according to Ian Webb, a political scientist and writer of the publication Open Democracy, the idea of a stakeholder capitalism and multi-stakeholder partnerships, the art of the Great Reset strategy, might sound warm and fuzzy until we dig deeper and realize that this means giving corporations more power over society and democratic institutions less, as the world of cryptocurrencies was created to precisely avoid these governmental restraints.
And that's a catch. It was created to basically remove your neck from the hands of the government.
Right, as I said before, it's a decentralized
system. Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's free of the middleman.
Exactly.
You know, but what they want to do now is become the middleman, you know, in the whole grand scheme of things.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? The blockchain is basically an open ledger system. You know, basically as the act going on earlier, you know, anybody can go and look at the record of all the transactions that was made
on
through the block. You know what I mean? They can go and look at it. But the thing is, on the blockchain, the transactions are pretty much unanimous. You know? And these men want anonymity. Yeah, I said name? Anonymity.
Anonymity. What was it?
Yeah. So the thing is, so the thing is right now what they want to do is basically have it centralized in a sense where the governments, you know what I mean, they are the ones who basically can go and look at the block and see what's going on each block. You know, and basically to couple it with the ID system, they can the user is no longer going to be anonymous. So whatsoever transaction is done on that block, you know,
it's going to be transparent.
It's going to be
total
transparent.
transparency.
Not to the open public anymore, but through the powers that be, man. So that's what they want. They want to change the blockchain from, you know, everybody can see, you know, whatsoever transaction take place, to them seeing every transaction take place, man. So they want to put themselves between that, you know. So that's what with their regulation is going to come down to, man.
It's not hard.
And guess what? Who built the blockchain in the first place? They themselves built it, man.
Exactly.
The cryptocurrency and people adopting the cryptocurrency, them is the one who basically push all of that, man. You know what I mean? They are the ones that basically create everything. Who is this someone on the motor, whatever that name is? You know what I mean? That's some crazy myth, man. The elite created the blockchain, man. Yeah?
This is Psalm 64 and verse 1. So hear my voice, O Yahweh. In my prayer, preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked and the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongues like a sword and bend their bow to shoot their arrow, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter, and commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They searched out iniquity and accomplished a diligent search.
Hey, and you see, boy, you know, there's a lot of talk of recession this and recession that. You know what I mean? And they would like to make it seem like something by accident, man. You know, and this recession that is coming, you know, it's basically different from all the other recessions and basically that is past and gone. Because this one basically it have AI who they have no intention in stopping automation or AI from taking jobs, man. Yeah? So a lot of joblessness basically that take place right now. You know, and what gonna basically help to push this some more is the AI that these men are bringing in. So they are deliberately collapsing the current economy, man.
Microsoft will lay off 10 more thousand people now.
Hey, look, And I see I think it's an article today. Was the news? I saw the news today that Section 8 in a certain state, Section 8 you have certain landlords now dealing with the Section 8 thing. So you have a lot of single moms about to hit the streets, man.
Yep, damn right.
You know what I mean?
Damn right.
That's what's going on now. You know, there's a lot of people fighting for jobless. A lot of people basically losing them jobs, man, in the States right now. So there's a recession going on. That's not being talked about. Yeah, the housing, there's a housing crisis right now. You know, which basically is being covered up.
They say it's going to be a mild recession.
Yeah. You know,
when it's not
not
mild
going to be
right
anything crazy.
No?
You know, nothing to see here. You know, you can go back to sleep.
We're heading into depression. Because people losing jobs left, right, and center.
When them tell us that all is well, and everything will work out well, that's the time when you're supposed to worry, man.
Never just say anything.
Yeah?
You know?
Say, they commune, it's like they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?
God.
They search out iniquities.
God.
They accomplish a diligent search. For the inward thoughts of every one of them and the heart is deep.
Yeah, but the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. So like for example in Davos now, you think them a think about the next chick down the road? First if reports come out that prostitute just a go.
Yeah.
I call it 2,500 a day. Yeah. You see me? They don't think about women. What really is on their mind is how we're gonna get the system.
Hey, we can see their plans clearly. We see them plan clearly, understand what they're gonna do and what they're gonna do next. You know what I mean? Let's say let alone how them basically have everything ready. You know what I mean? Because we see it as it say it ready, you know. So how much more them, you know, itching to bring about this thing. That's why them itching to bring about all them things here what them already have. You know, to bring out, man. Yeah? Hey, they wouldn't mind to roll out the IDs them everywhere tomorrow. Hey, but guess what? You know, as one of them said, them have to basically, you know, soft kill the people them into it. You know what I mean? Gradualism, no, if you use gradualism to basically bring in the system what them already have.
Yeah. And all the crises that have been prescribed, we see it have taken place now. You know? For sure, none of this crisis now go to waste. You know? Every point, you know, that they have reached to act, yeah, them start act. Them might do exactly what they need to do. Forget shit down.
And they have mentioned as well how they lay off how much you had people, which other way they can do that.
Exactly,
but,
yeah.
Blame it on the big C.
And exactly what I said, boy, you know, the big C make you lose this. And then there's a layer of people, plus supply chain issues. So, right now, the inflation in the price of eggs, you know, it has been, it come out that the reason why the supermarkets, the eggs are there and some have eggs is because they refuse to pay farmers the right amount of money for the eggs. You know, them give them way below the line, and the farmers them say that's the fear, me can't do me eggs them. You know? Saying go ahead.
Yeah, I am bro, your own meat.
All them something there. Hey, even beyond meat. Even beyond meat a lay off workers, man. You know? Beyond meat. We're supposed to be the future. You know, with the plant-based meat whatsoever. Even they themselves are lay off a whole lot of people.
Hey, I see a video. I see a video yesterday talking about by 2030, 2040 something. You know, no Negro would have a job. It's a 0% of the lower class people gonna have a job. Yeah. So by 2030, a lot of people don't have no job, man. Yeah.
There's so much people not supposed to be on the earth 2030.
So when you consider going to college right now and all them things, all those things is vain, man, because what these men are saying, they don't intend to continue with the same ideology that these colleges have, man. Yeah? Total turnaround of how things is going right now. These men plan, man. Yeah? It may sound like a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy. They're actually talking it. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? To your faces, man. They're not hiding shit. Yeah, but yeah, people don't take them serious. And I say, who is
Non-elected.
non-elected? Yeah?
Non-elected.
You're gonna see how much power them up. In here, because Trump said, you know, they infiltrate every governmental body, man. Yeah. I'm talking about young leaders. Let me say, something about young leader.
I'm talking Satan himself here talking him about it's a different vibe, yeah?
As in Psalms 10 and verse 4. So the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High.
Right.
Yahweh is not all in his thoughts. His ways are always grievous, their judgment are far out of his sight. Are all his enemies, he puppet at them. He said in his heart, I shall not be moved, I shall never be in adversity.
Hey, just like a proud ass Edomite and talking about America will never go down.
Yeah. Yeah, we have the F-16, the F-35, we have this, that. Yeah?
And nobody else have nothing.
Yeah, exactly. We have the more side.
Yeah. We have the more side. We don't have the F-30.
Yeah, we have the more side.
F this and F that. We don't have no nukes, man.
Yeah, we have the more
Hey,
side.
the scripture say, no weapon that form against thee shall prosper, man. Fuck you, Esau.
Exactly.
Verse 7 says, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity.
Right.
He sitteth in the lurking place of the village. In the secret place doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes is privily set against the poor. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion
Hey,
in his den.
that sticky Vicky juice, that is murder, man. This man murder a whole lot of people on the earth. And then I never have the nerve look at a nigger, you know, call him a nigger violent murderous, man. When he's the one who's a murder. We're not justifying Jake killing each other, but this man killed more people. You know what I mean? That Jake could have killed. This man killed in one day the amount of people Jake could have killed in over 400 years. Man.
Jake will have to shoot you, have to poison your food, and poison your water, and
This
poison
man killed
your
millions all at once, man.
Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands, man. But hey, because the people who get the sticky Vicky, hundreds of thousands of people died already. Yeah. Hey, look at the war going on right now in Ukraine. Yeah. 120,000 Ukrainian soldiers already died, man. 120,000 men.
This man have one man at one location where he want to kill, but a lot of people there that have nothing to do with it, they just drop a bomb. You know, everybody dead. You know, man, for one man, you know, just one man, you just kill everybody.
On the harbinger of death, man.
Exactly.
He's the harbinger
Beast
of
man.
death. Beast man.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Go ahead,
So, he lied in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lied in wait to catch the poor.
Right.
He will catch the poor when he joined them into his net.
And right now, where we are, we're seeing the net.
Being set, man.
You know, it's being set, and it's an evil net. Because, as I said, the systems, hey, just to show you how the cunning this man is, you have certain phones that you would have, they will call them 4G or 3G and 2G phones.
Yeah.
Like people might have and still use them. They just say, no, it no longer can update this, it cannot do this, it cannot do that.
Yeah.
Because the agenda is to get everyone into the new system.
Right.
So you're going to have the latest phones. If phones, well, very soon they're saying they're supposed to not have any phones because you're not going to need it anymore because the implantable device is going to make you not needing any phone.
Only if you reach that far, man. Because the law is going to put that.
You know?
Hey, look, man. The law is going to put something in his, you know?
The foot up in his ass.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen, man. Yeah?
They're doing everything for you people to get on grid.
In real and truly, you basically want to hook your mind straight up. Hook your mind straight up to the internet, man. But hey, you know, he's going to start with his brain chip. But he's not going to reach that far to basically connecting people. Because when you want some type of telepathic shit, you know what I mean? And you search the web in your head. You say you want to search the web.
And they have the chip to put down the eyes as well.
Inside their eyes. But hey, guess what? The Lord not going to make you reach that far, man.
Yep.
You know?
Furthermore, the scriptures speak about the men that receive that, a great sword going to fall upon them, which is a cancer.
Good.
Understand?
Good.
That's a curse. Because men weren't made to be merged with machines, man.
Right.
And ultimately what that is Esau trying to receive Jacob's blessing on the left hand. That's all, because he know that in the kingdom we won't be living like this. In the kingdom we'll be perfect. We don't need phones like we have to call a brother in the kingdom. You know?
Yeah.
We don't have to fly up on there type of airplane.
The kingdom radiation spilling all over the place.
Yeah.
Calling brothers, ringing, phone ringing.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna hear no phone ringing in the kingdom, man. You know what I mean? You have to put phone on silent.
Yeah.
Hey, look, man, look.
Yeah.
This is not gonna happen in the kingdom, man.
Right.
Yeah? Man gonna speak telepathically, man.
Exactly.
Hey, yeah, I was shy. Could read men thoughts, man. Yeah? So that's basically coming with power that the Lord is basically gonna bring, man. Hey, the Scripture says, Lord, I was shy, know men heart. Yeah? It's the mind. Yeah?
Psalm 124 verse 1 says, if it had not been the Lord who was on our side, no man Israel came. If it had not been the Lord who was on our side when men rose up against us, then they would have swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us.
Exactly, and we see where their wrath is blazing even more. You understand? Because now they're at the point now that they need to have their new world order, man.
Yeah.
See, which the new world order is spoken about in the scriptures.
They're itching to come and get you people, man. Start to put your asses to death. They're itching to do that.
Yep. The meeting in Davos, here is a very important. Don't watch the one that they're having on the watch the one that they're having on the front, where the media is seeing it, but that's not the real meeting, man. The one is the one behind the back where you don't know shit about. You know, when they are speaking, you know, what they're gonna do next, literally. What they're telling the media is just off the surface. It's just we don't want to be there, exactly. You know? And just speak some things off the surface. You know?
Yeah, because
speak about the sea change
the past couple of meeting was too much information was given out. You know, them have to withdraw some things off of them website and off of them channel, you know, because people was on it like whoa. So this time they're more reserved with what they basically bring out in the public. But the other meetings going back, them just dashed out there, man. So now they're saying that they have a problem with conspiracy theory.
Oh, that's a part of the meeting that they're having now, how to get rid of misinformation.
You know, so that's a
major
problem.
thing there, huh?
So because they want to talk their thing and nobody is supposed to come and comment on it.
Oh, in other words, censorship.
Yeah.
You know, more closing down of YouTube channels.
Right.
You know, as a matter of fact, ultimately to close down the internet.
Close down.
And put you people on internet too.
Yeah.
You know, different internet system. But to be a part of that new internet system, you has to be regulated, man.
Yeah, I felt that.
You know, you have to have that mark, that charagma. See, which we started out with.
Cannot access the net
without having, and at the time it's going to be so-called free.
Yep.
Yeah, free, because you are a civil servant to society at that time. You have your mark. Yeah, this is where we are. Yeah? So, exactly. This is where we are in prophecies. So don't be surprised if you see a man in certain stores that get closed down, certain things are happening, I want to lose head. No, don't lose head. That is where we are, man. We are right there in prophecies. Things are about to get hectic out here. And we've been saying this for years. Now we are seeing it. Before we have any clue of how this place was gonna, of how this thing was gonna take place, we were speaking of it, but now we are seeing it. live in living colors, man. You know? Go ahead,
And then the waters had overwhelmed us. The stream had gone over our souls.
Speaking of Esau, Edom, man. Go ahead.
The proud waters had gone over our
The
souls.
proud waters, man. And the scripture speak about when the enemy rushing like a flood, that the Lord, the Spirit of the Lord are going to raise up a standard against him. So we believe in that part as well. We believe in the saving of the soul, man, which is adhering to the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You know, go ahead.
It's a blessed be the Lord who had not given us as a prey to their teeth.
Because a lot of you people is going to be giving us praise, you know, to the guns or to the knives or to the missiles or whatsoever. And rightly so. Because when this word was coming out in its perfection, you failed to bow your ears to listen. As we said, we come out here and a lot of traffic in there take place here, so, and as soon as we start prophesying, the place just get empty. Because the Heavenly Father word is coming up. You know? Go ahead.
Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowler. The snare is broken and we are escaped.
We are escaped. Go ahead.
Our help is in the name of the Lord.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. That's where our help is, man. Go ahead.
Who made heaven and earth.
Who stretched out the heavens, you know, and gathered the waters in his fist.
Right?
Yeah, that's where our help is. I would proudly declare that. You know, that the only way to, you know, to escape is by means and ways of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. When we scan and see the system that these men are bringing into place, there's no other escape. Yeah? You know, if Yahushai isn't to come and crack them skies to deliver us, then we are doomed. We see that because the system that these men are bringing into place is a perfect prison planning system. Yeah? Let me say that again. The systems that they are bringing into place is a perfect prison planning system. Yeah? Where men, you're not allowed to even move from certain location, and it's already bad now because, you know, like for example, you can't go in a certain communities, man, we kill certain inner city communities, and it's already bad. But just imagine living up here, looking down there, but you can't go down there.
And it's a place
Yeah.
like Big C.
Yeah, you can't, you're just housed to one area.
That's how the Big C was fun.
Exactly, test run, exactly. You're housed to one area. Yeah, less movement, less carbon emission. We have a problem here. Yeah, we have a serious problem here. And as I've said before, if Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is not supposed to step in, or wasn't to step in, we are doomed, man. Yeah, go ahead.
This is 2 Ezra 16 and verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols.
Exactly, and that's the sea hip. That's the chip.
And they that consented unto them shall be had in the region.
And so when you basically think that that's the way to go, you're gonna get be a slap in your face, man. Yeah, left, right, and center. Go ahead.
And in reproach and treading on a foot.
Respect.
For there shall be in every place and in the next city a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
Yeah, because the aim is to cut off our people. Psalms 83. To cut off our people that they themselves can reap the blessing. Jake don't even understand that the earth was created for our sakes. So it's easier, you know, to cause them to sin so you can cut them off. But the ones of us that actually know that we're Israelites, you know, we're the threat to them, like real threat. Because we have the potential to pull them out, you know, under the Lord, to pull them out of their power. And they know the prophecies about that. Plus we are here constantly reminding them of what's to come. And that's a problem. Go ahead.
For there shall be in every place and in the next city a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen sparing none.
And they shall be like madmen sparing none. So you could have want cry, go on your knees. See? Go on your knees from now to Yahweh Basham Yahushai. You know? See? Them now go look on you and say, oh, it's a female. She's a female, so you don't have to. No. There shall be like madmen sparing none. Go ahead.
So, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. They shall waste and take away their goods to cast them out of their houses. They shall be, then shall they be known who are my chosen.
Then you're going to know who's the Lord's chosen, man. Because the Lord's going to grant unto his elect spiritual power. You know? And he's gonna be protecting them. The angels of the Lord is gonna be there fighting for them also. You know? See? Because you know scripture speak about the weapon of our warfare is not carnal but spiritual. Because Esau get blessed with the sword. We don't get blessed with the sword. Our blessing is Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Yeah? So if you have niggas come and say you have to tap into that spirit, no, you tap into that spirit, man. We don't tap into Esau blessing because we're gonna lose. We're going to lose miserably if we're supposed to tap into Esau's spirit. No, we're tapping into the spirit of Yahweh Shai. Hey, when Peter cut off the man's ears, what did the Lord say? Put up your sword, man. He that liveth with the sword, by the sword shall die by the sword. We're not supposed to tap into that spirit, man. We're supposed to be out here teaching, and so much more we're teaching. The glory is channeled to Yahweh Shai, to Yahweh, and so the job get done. Simple. When it's time for the hunting, then it's going to be the time for the hunting. You don't do that without the Lord, man. Wait upon me when I rise up to the prayer. You know? So make him finish.
Verse 73 say, then shall they be known who are my chosen. They shall be tried as gold is tried in a fire. Here, O ye my beloved, say the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same.
The Lord says he's going to deliver you. Go ahead.
Right. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is your guide, the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, say the Lord. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities live themselves.
Exactly, because now is the time where repentance is needed, and now is the time where Yahweh Shai is needed above everything. Above everything. See, because we're in some scary times, we're in some spooky times, whatever.
Romans 12, verse 19 said, dearly beloved, avenge not yourself, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I repay, said Yahweh.
Straight to the point. Vengeance is the Lord, man, and he'll repay. And you see, the wrath it is written, the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of the Most High. You know, you have to give space for the Lord to do that wonderful work for you. You understand? Don't get up and think you can do it of yourselves. No. You're gonna lose. And you're gonna fail miserably. Miserably you're gonna fail. You know? Let it be Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Basham Yahushai, that do it for you. You know? Because right now we are in 2023, because 2023 start off with a bang. Furthermore, the month feel like it's finished already. You know, the time is speed up so fucking fast. Everything just happen like this. You know, which is prophecy. Everything just a speed up. Except those days be shortened, no flesh shall be saved. Everything just moving. And moving quickly. And we love it, man. So in the second quarter of 2023, seeing it's gonna be a year to remember. You know, the second quarter of 2023, going down in April, it's gonna be a year to remember, because we see where the infrastructure of the society is like totally been beaten. Yeah, the infrastructure is being mauled. Homelessness is on the rise in America, like, whoa. See? People now living in tents, in parks, you know, on the streets.
I saw African girl went to Washington, and when she was going down the street, she was shocked, trying to go to the White House.
Yeah.
And when couldn't go by White House because the fence of the White House. But when she, on our way, one other location, she looked and there was a park with tents. And she was shocked. You know what I mean? She couldn't believe that it was America. And so many people living in tents, man.
The land of the freaks, home of the slaves.
Yeah? America is finished, man. Finished. You ain't seen nothing yet, man. You ain't seen homelessness, homelessness yet.
Yep.
Yeah, you remember 2007, 2008? When a lot of people get homeless, people was kicked to the curb.
Yep.
This time around, it's going to be tenfold.
Yep.
This time it's going to be tenfold, man. Yeah, and you have people have been saying that the housing crisis right now is going to be worse than 2008.
Yeah, but it is already in a worse position than 2008. And they're giving people fake numbers out there.
Can't.
See? It's worse. Never, because they have heaped up to themselves so much more debt, you know, so much more QEs, quantitative easing 1, quantitative easing 2, quantitative easing 3. Yet the economy is in a bad state than ever. You know?
You have inflation going on in the States.
Rapidly, see, and shortages.
Right.
The regular man in the States is now seeing food shortages, man. A lot of them stores like Aldi's, Walmart.
There are certain stores shutting down.
Exactly, you know?
Shutting down, laying off workers and shutting down.
Yep.
People don't have any money. You know, but they have bad credit.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
People in debt.
Debt. You know? And you have the owners for those debt. We don't want to let go them debt, man.
Exactly.
You know? People who have those bonds, they're gonna try to ease off those bonds, man, because you know they become you have insolvency everywhere. You know, body gonna default, you know, because they can't afford to pay the debt.
Right.
You know, you have them college tuition, you know, that you know anybody get a student loan, you know, and you gonna learn one bag of crap at school, can't get a job, you know. Guess all them debt they're gonna pay, man. A lot of people gonna default here, left, right, and center, man. You know, and guess what? Nobody gonna want to hold those college debt. You know, them big companies that will benefit after holding debts. You know what I mean? They're not gonna make the money, and they're gonna sell it, and the whole system gonna collapse, man. The whole house of cards is gonna come down. And it's by design.
It's by design.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. Wow.
This is Micah 2 and 1. So both of them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. And when the morning is light, they practice, because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house.
Hey, a lot of people out here be using free money. You think money is free like that? Your body does. Hey, get a credit card and you max that out. Yeah? And now let's the card, man. Let's know the card. You know? You think these men never know that a lot of people couldn't pay off them debts for them accumulate, man?
Yeah, of course. It was by design. We get the economy in a more effed up state.
It's them practicing them evil works, man. Chopping their asses up. You know? Making an excuse for why the current system gonna collapse, and them basically create
them do
a
it.
scenario.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Them can say this is the reason why, it's not us, this is why. And you contribute to it because of your sumptuous lust, man.
Debt based economy, so we need a better one. Yeah? We need to monitor all transactions. Yeah? We don't need no illegal happenings. No behind the curtain deals, man.
Hey, to prevent all this from happening again, we're gonna take charge of everything. Simple. That's what we're gonna save it. All the things gonna be so catastrophic. They're just gonna say, look, man, hey, when you do it, This is the result. So therefore, we need to take charge of doing it, man. You know, it's just like farming. Because the elites basically take over farming right now. The collapse of farming itself going to be blamed. And just anybody was a farmer. And that's the reason why I think it wasn't regulated enough that everybody could have eat. Even though them create the situation there.
You create the fertilizer shortage.
The mess of farmers, you know what I mean? But they're gonna blame the current way of farming was done for generation and for years, man. For decades. The way of farming was done for decades. These men is about to demonize the whole thing, man. Gonna blame that on the food shortages that basically is gonna come, man. You know what I mean? Yeah? What happened?
And this is Isaiah 10 verse 1. It's a woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievances which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people.
What more right? A man want would I want to take more than to take your ability to find food, man, and produce food for yourself, man. To sustain yourself, man. These men don't want you to sustain yourself. No. You've been raising some cows. Oh yeah, look, man, you're destroying the planet by raising cows, man. Hey, man must raising cow for thousands of years, man. You know, we're having cattle for thousands of years. Now this man gonna tell you that, look, it's not good for you to eat beef. You know? And furthermore, you know, you have the methane dilemma and the carbon dilemma. So therefore you can't rear animal anymore. Just leave that to us, man. We make synthetic beef gift to you. You know, furthermore, you don't need to have a farm. You know what I mean? You need to leave that alone. Let Bill Gates and the rest of them take over all farming, man. That them can dictate to you, you know, what you're supposed to eat, when you're supposed to eat, how you're supposed to eat. That's what they want to do, man. Yeah? So these men gonna take away the right to farm, the right to sustain yourself, you know what I mean? And bring in a system which basically a prison system. Yeah? What?
So to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they might rob the fatherless. And what will he do in the day of visitation and in the desolation which shall come from afar?
What they gonna do? Yeah, because at the end of the day, the Lord, our child, is coming with the vengeance. Yeah.
And to whom will he flee for help, and where will he leave your glory?
Right.
Psalms 37 and verse 10 says, for yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider its place, and it shall be not, and it shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the earth.
What shall consider to kill so much people on the planet? You know what I mean? Justify himself killing, you know, so many people on the planet, man. What more wicked? This man really wicked, man. This man can make a concoction, a poison, and try to jam everybody with it, brother. So this man terrible. This man terrible, you know. And convince everybody to help them. What kind of man is this, man? Force something on you that is not good for you, man. Yeah?
But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. The wicked platteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him.
Like saying that Jake, there won't be no job for Jake. You know, coming down to 2030, going into 2045. Man. No jobs, man. So what they intend to do with Jake? Put your asses to death. That's what these men plan to do. Because there won't be no work for you. Yeah, you're useless, man. What are you gonna represent? Yeah? What are you gonna represent, man?
The Lord shall laugh at him,
Right.
for he seeth that his day is coming. Wicked have drawn out the sword,
Right.
and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation.
That's what the World Economic Forum is about, is them bending their bow, man. Yeah? And when they're going to carry out all them things them speak about in those meetings, man. Yeah? The next phase, the phase for this year, the event that keep, everything I discuss in the event is the phase for what they're going to do this year. Yeah?
So article from Bitcoin.com said Davos 2023
Right.
CBDCs are the future of central bank,
Right.
but are still not ready.
Yeah, that's going to be the push this year, man. The CBDC push this year. Yeah, the digital currency push this year more than anything else, yeah? One?
Said a World Economic Forum panel comprised of central bankers of global tech providers has profiled central bank digital currencies as the future of central bank money, presenting them as one of the solutions for limitations in the payment sector today. However, they have also stated these present several limitations still to be addressed.
Good. Hey, they're gonna press the gas, man. On them CBDC this year, man. They're gonna press the gas. Press gas. Press gas. They'll speed up things, man. How can it be that little Jamaica complete their process? How can it be? Yeah? Although just that the adoption rate is not, one in favor, but nevertheless, for them on land.
This is Job 5 and verse Job 5 and verse 12 says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprises. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong.
So part of that, because we have learned the hard way that revolution has to come for the central bank. We don't know the way in which CBDC will be implemented, but we are looking closely at the happening around the world. What will happen around the world?
They know exactly how it's all coming, man. They're gonna create a crisis, man. That's what's gonna go down. You get widespread adoption, they're gonna create a crisis. That's all it needs, man. That's all it needs.
And link up with them now, where them use push the system now, them advertise it harder. As soon as an advertisement come up on a video you watch, it's about link.
We are seeing faster payment, smart contract, e-money, crypto assets, and stable coins. And CBDC is a public good that can be complementary, but can also code out some of those things. CBDC can be the bridge between the new digital economy and standard economy.
Right.
Finish?
This is Job 20 and verse 22 say, in the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits.
Right.
Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
Hey, his plan is not going to be completed, man. Yeah? Going to go full well into it, but, it's not going to be completed, man. The Lord is basically going to upset the whole thing. Throwing a monkey wrench into his plan, man. That's what's going to happen, man. Things going to fall apart. A lot of things that they never planned for is going to happen, man. They never have that in them plan. Yeah? They've been planning, but things going to be happening outside their control, man. Yeah?
Now they are sharing them plan.
Yeah.
Verse 24 says, he shall flee from the iron weapon,
Man.
And the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and cometh out of the body. Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall.
Yep, and nuclear war is coming, man. Nuclear war is coming. Yeah? And that got marked the end of your empire, man. End. Anytime those bombs that is being threatened right now to be fired, you know, which you know is not time yet. But anytime that happened, man, that's your end, man. Yeah? You shouldn't have created those, man. But guess what? The prophecies hold you to your actions, man. Prophecies hold you to your actions, man. Yeah?
If I say in 1 hour, such great riches are come to naught.
Right.
Terrors are upon him, all darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blowing shall consume him, it shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. This is Isaiah 24 and verse 18. So, and it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit.
Right.
And he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare, for the windows from an eye are open, and the foundation of the earth shall be shaken. Shall be shaken. The earth also, the earth is utterly broken down, the earth is clean dissolved, the earth is moved exceedingly, the earth shall wheel to and fro like a junket, and shall be removed in like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again.
Revelation 18 and verse 7 says, verse 6. So reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. And the cup which she had filled to her double. How much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I seek a queen, and I'm no widow.
Hey, and all nations are looking forward to see that day, you know, in America go down, man. You know, the reason why a lot of them nations basically is with America is because the fact that the American military, you know, they are intimidated of the American military, man. You know, Saudi Arabia recently, by the way, you know, wanted to join BRICS. You know, because, you know, Russia started to show themselves now as a power to be reckoned with. Also, and then you have China in the mix. You know, so them feel brave up now and can say no to the US and its military men, because hey, when you come out to the US, what do you call it, US dollar now, you know, as that cracker said, the US dollar stands because the US military stands, man. Yes? So when they say a man has step away from the US dollar, join a different alliance, you know what I mean, you know that him feel him strength somewhere, you know? You know, Jamaicans and start smelling piss. Yeah? So they start to smell them piss, man. Yeah? Hey, just like a Filipino president, they say, they might have the same sentiment like it's the Filipino president, but say, yo, we have friends with big guns, man. Yeah? Yeah?
So, verse 8. So therefore shall her plagues come in one day. Death, mourning, and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is Yahweh Shemashai that judgeth her. The kings of the earth who have committed fornication and have lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off, the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
Right. And America is going to burn. Thus say the prophecies, man, of the Lord Yahweh Shemashai. You know, you can't go around it. You never go around the other one. You know, you think you'll go around this one. You know, you walk right into the you walk walls in right into the prophecies of the Lord, man. That's how it is. It's inevitable. Yeah? It's inevitable, man. You know, they keep doing the things then that the prophecy said. They can't do otherwise, man.
There is judgment.
Yeah?
And see like there is no God.
Yeah.
Scripture says, then they have a post and
It's Jeremiah 50 verse 23. So how is the arm of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become desolate among the nations? They have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken.
It's unthinkable, man. A lot of people think it's unthinkable that America would be destroyed, man. Instead of some people look like a crazy, like, oh, come on, man. But the movies always show you, you know, that look, man, America is invincible. You know, because you've been watching those war movies and all them type of movies with America, you know, being that you know, superhero country.
Never in America.
Yeah. America always safe in the day. In those movies, and this is not Hollywood, man. This is real life, man. Yeah. So, hey, what you think unthinkable? Yeah. It's possible, man. It's going to happen.
O Babylon, and thou was not aware, thou art found and also caught, because thou was driven against the Lord and have washed your sight.
And so it's possible the Lord is the one who is going to sanction the destruction of America, man. It's going to happen.
This is Joel 2 and start at verse 1. So blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in mine holy mountains. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is near at hand. A day of darkness and of luminous, a day of clouds and thick darkness, as the morning spreadeth upon the mountains, a great people are strong. There had not been ever like, neither shall any more after it, even to the ears of many generations. A fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burneth.
Right, them nuclear bombs. Yeah. Just to paint the picture of how America is going to be destroyed, man. Them bombs going to leave catastrophic fires across the earth, man. You know, mainly the land of America, burn it to smithereens, man. So with that was the colors out there about Shemia, what Shai about Shemia, Kodash, the brothers to the apostles and elders of Grapestone. Shalom to all the brothers in the highway and Bible preaching this word in sincerity and in truth, much honesty. Shalom.